Ready? All right, welcome back. Another fantastic episode of Sarcasm Speaks. Jared here with Bob. We got Ian. We got Jamie and Nikos on the couch over there, and we have our first female presence on the show. This is we're making show history right now.
Yep.
I think much better intro than that.
Breaking barriers.
Breaking the suffrage.
We're ending the suffrage of women.
You're welcome.
And we are allowing them on the show.
We're giving them a platform.
Yes. Whether it is used for good or evil.
In a time where people want to take away their ability to vote.
Yeah.
We are giving them a voice.
I think, honestly, to be honest, I think women's suffrage is an awful thing. I think it should be ended. I think it's terrible what we put those women through. All that suffrage.
Once upon a time, it was so simple.
Yeah.
You didn't have to
Well,
vote.
the best meme on Twitter is the guy from Batman, Batman Beyond, when he goes, "Get back in the kitchen."
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, women's suffrage is terrible. I think it's so sad. I would call myself a feminist because I think women's suffrage should be ended.
It's terrible, yeah.
I don't
I'm
call
not following that logic.
I think
Am I
you're trying.
supposed to?
I think you're trying to do like a word thing, like
Suffrage
suffering.
is awful. Why would I ever want anyone to have suffrage?
Gotcha. I'm following along. I'm following along.
You smell what I'm stepping in?
Oh yeah, I'm smelling what
Picking
you're
up what you're putting down.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
Hey.
welcome back, and welcome to Michaela.
You're coming in hot. What are you
I'm
coming in hot on?
So
I'm impatient for what you're coming in hot on.
So I'm gonna read you an article.
Ah!
It says Prince Andrew says he has no recollection of meeting Virginia Roberts. In a preview of an interview, just hang
Who's
on.
Prince Andrew?
Just hang on, just wait. In a preview of an interview with BBC Newsnight, Prince Andrew says he has no recollection of meeting Virginia Roberts, now known as Virginia Guffrey. He denied accusations that he slept with her when she was 17, and also said that staying at Jeffrey Epstein's house let the side down, and his conduct was not something that was becoming of a member of the royal family.
So Prince Andrew, that's Charles's brother, right?
Yeah, you're gonna want to get a little bit
I'm
closer.
sorry, that's Charles's brother, right?
Yes.
So
it is.
that article's about him allegedly sleeping with underage girls with Epstein.
Yes. So Prince Andrew is one of the people that was named in the whole Epstein chronicles.
By the way, I'm beginning to think that maybe that guy didn't kill himself. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think.
I'm starting to get a little skeptical about it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a few things here and there that might just kind of point out that maybe he didn't do it.
Call me a renegade. I don't know.
It's interesting that you present that to the world.
Yeah. That's a real hot take there, Mr. Finn.
Oh, yeah,
I'm actually feeling a little warm on that take.
Yeah.
That's a real scorcher.
Yeah.
I like to go against the grain. What can I say?
Yeah. So I actually love that this is still a thing. That like the whole Epstein like didn't kill himself thing is like alive and well. Because so honestly, this is like the first. Well, I think it's the first time, at least documented in history, where the public is like, no. You guys can go fuck yourself with that cover up. We know that this is bullshit.
I think it's up there with Jack Ruby.
Right?
Yeah.
But like all those times in history where like shit happens and then like things are like covered up and people are like, yeah, okay, whatever. We're just gonna like go back to our lives. And now it's like, hey, hang the fuck on. Because this dude fucking killed himself, allegedly. He didn't really do it. In what, like July?
Something like that.
And we're towards the end of November, and there's memes popping back up with like Epstein didn't kill himself. Like people are not letting this die, and I actually love it. I think it's fucking great.
But is anything getting done, or are people just like,
Not-
hey, this didn't actually happen?
Not yet, but my hope is that if it keeps going, so it's crucial. If this is just another one of those fads, and then it dies out in the next 2 weeks, we're not going to get anything. But if people are persistent about this and it gets to the point where like people start getting like demanding of like, no, we need to know what the fuck actually went down,
Yeah.
then maybe people will do something about it.
Nothing's gonna happen. People have jobs. People have other things to do. I mean,
some people.
We're like 3 years into Trump's presidency. We still haven't seen his tax returns. Something that every president's had to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all pretty sure that the government probably had something to do with Kennedy's killing. We're not even doing anything about that. Like, nothing's gonna happen with this Epstein thing.
Well, I'd say, especially that I believe the show is on record as accusing HW for doing it, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no. HW killed JFK.
That's JFK. Sorry.
Yeah. Not Epstein.
That's what I was referring to. Just not using that. I used not pronouns.
Yeah.
Or I used pronouns, not nouns.
Not me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually have a new theory. You guys
On
ready for
what?
this?
On Epstein?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a theory about this.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at how everything is going down, typically the way Donald Trump has acted is we can all agree, is very unpresidential. On this one topic, he hasn't said a goddamn thing. He hasn't tried to bury it, he hasn't tried to say anything, and I think it's because for once, he actually doesn't have anything to do with this. I think, so this is just my theory, I think that, so it's also been known that he is a bit of a conspiracy theorist before he got in office. Like, he's always been into conspiracies and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that he's in the clear of the whole Epstein thing, and he is behind the scenes pushing for something else to get done, and all of the people that are in Congress that are, I don't want to say guilty because technically they're not guilty of anything, but like guilty of association, I guess we can say, or are linked. Let's call it linked. All the people in Congress that have been linked to Epstein are freaking out. So now, what's their counter to this? The Democrats are trying to get him impeached.
That's a stretch.
They're trying to get him out of office because they're worried. They're worried that he might try and fucking start
People have
something.
been trying to do that since the day he got in office.
I think Trump, listen, Trump used to party with Epstein back in like the 90s and early 2000s. Like, I think the reason he's not saying anything is because Epstein's closest association seems to be with the
It's the
Clintons.
Clintons.
That's what keeps coming up. But I think he's down. I think everyone was in bed with this guy. So if you're Donald Trump,
Or his fucking
or his fucking,
children that he
yeah,
used
his
to fucking
children,
traffic.
his children.
He's a
were
piece
born.
of shit. I'm glad he's dead. I hope he is actually dead. I've heard a lot of conspiracies that he's still alive.
Yeah, let's
That
keep that guy alive. We'll freeze his head next to Walt Disney.
No, that like he actually worked for like the CIA or like Mossad or something.
Maybe.
Like
but
he's a fucking piece of shit. If you're trafficking children, like you deserve to fucking be dead. Like you're an absolute fucking piece of dog.
3 o'clock every day, Hitler gets a pineapple up his ass. So,
Yeah, that's
Get in
the
line.
same level. For me, like that's the same level. If you're gonna traffic children, like sex traffic children, you're on the same level as Hitler and Stalin to me. That's just that's my personal opinion.
Well, I mean, that's a controversial take, but I agree it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to go against the grain and agree with you 100% on that. It's not good. But for Trump, I'm just saying, I think for Trump, he's actually being smart for once. It's like, why say anything about this?
Yeah.
The only thing, like, you attaching your name to that doesn't help you in any way. Right now, he hates the Clintons. Everyone associates Epstein with the Clintons. Just don't say anything.
Right.
Let that one take care of itself.
Right, but I mean, I think there might be something to that, man. Like, now all of a sudden, like, the Democrats are trying to get him impeached because their bright hope, their fucking Hillary is tied into this guy. And they're like, well, if we get Trump out of there, then or if it's not that Trump would do something, it's that then it's like an open door to like go in and no one would question them, essentially. You know what I mean? Because if anyone, like, think of it in like a debate setting.
Yeah.
Would someone like a Dan Crenshaw, who I personally really, really like, would he look at Hillary in a debate and be like, so tell me about Jeffrey Epstein? No, because he's actually a respectable person. But Trump, in a fucking debate setting, if Hillary is actually beating him in a debate, he's gonna pull the, no pun intended, but he's gonna pull the Trump card, and he's gonna be like, yeah, but what happened to Jeffrey Epstein? Like, he's petty. He's petty as fuck.
Yeah, I think he did dealings with the guy too, but number one, I think where your biggest logical leap is, Hillary's not running for anything. There's no debate. There's no debate. No,
she's going to.
No,
she is going to.
The Democratic Party.
She's been kicking up the fucking. She's been fucking kicking the tires on it. She's gonna be back.
She's done. The Democratic Party has come back, and they've been like, no, we don't like her.
I don't know.
They put up with her because of Bill.
Yeah.
They did. Because Bill was like the guy in the 90s who kept the economy going.
Well, they put up with her well enough to fuck over Bernie.
Yeah.
It should have been Bernie
because
Trump.
of Bill. That's what I mean. They put it behind Hillary a couple times now, and now that we're moving on. Right now, the establishment wants Biden. I don't think it's gonna be Biden, but the establishment wants Biden.
Yeah. If it's Biden or Warren, they're gonna get shredded by Trump.
If it's Warren,
Honestly, so will Hillary.
if it's Warren, I'm probably not even gonna vote.
I don't think anybody can beat Trump really from this round.
Bernie might be able to have a chance, but
If they give it to him, they might not even give it to him again. They might fuck him again. This poor old man. This poor old socialist.
poor old socialist.
I don't know, man. I think we're better off just looking at 2024. Where I'm gonna go out on a limb now. Who knows if we're gonna still be podcasting by then? But I want this in fucking audio archive history. 2024. It's gonna be Crenshaw Haley, and I think they're gonna be the ticket. They're gonna win. It's gonna be the first time in a really long time
I guess
where we don't have the flip flop back and forth.
anything could happen in 5 years, but I mean, and I like Crenshaw myself, but I mean, it's not like he's got a lot of juice behind him right now. I mean,
It's not yet.
I guess
He's
but
got 5 years to get there.
he's gonna have to do something big, like speak of like the Republican National. Like that's usually when they like give someone like a speaking thing of like the National Convention or something like that. That usually starts telling it's like, hey, the establishment, we think this guy's got the juice. You know, he's gonna make a move. I mean, this Crenshaw just got his first elected office ever, right? Back in So I mean,
he's also a fucking stud. Like who else would you want to be the commander in chief than this guy who's a fucking ex-Navy SEAL?
That's when life was good.
well, I mean, I definitely military-wise, I respect that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked into everything he has to say about the economy or anything like that.
Right.
There's more to the presidency than just the military aspect of it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. Talking about politics always gets boring.
I mean, sometimes, but I just love that whole.
What about child molesting royalty? That's where this
So
started,
the
right?
whole Prince Andrew thing. So like he's about to give this interview, and I'm really interested to see what comes of it. It's because like I want to see. Well, obviously he's going to deny it, because that's how it goes. It's deny, counter accuse, deny. But I don't know. I might actually watch it. Like I might try and find it on YouTube after it comes out, and I might just kind of watch it just to see like his body language and how he acts and things like that. Like he's I don't know. I think this thing goes way fucking deeper than most people are comfortable with. I think there's a lot of fucking people. And honestly, you know what? I don't care. Because I don't care if a fucking president, again, Clinton, whatever, even if Trump, I don't give a fuck. If anybody was like engaging in like the whole child pedophilia, sex trafficking ring, get the fuck out of here. You deserve to be in jail.
It's controversial again. I'll have to agree with you.
Like get fucked. I don't care. I don't care what position you hold. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're the CEO of fucking Exxon Mobil. I don't care if you're the president of Dubai or you're the president of the United States. Like if you engaged in child sex trafficking, you deserve to be in jail.
So my question is, because we're all pretty sure that Jeffrey Epstein was engaging in the child sex trafficking thing.
Yes.
But we don't know if everyone involved was also engaging in that. I mean, he just seemed like he was a political mover who also liked to have girls over his island and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Like just saying, if someone's associated with Jeffrey Epstein, that you don't want to make the logical leap that all of a sudden that person likes to fuck kids.
Right. But in the case of Prince Andrew here, there was a girl that made the accusation that she had sex with him when she was 17.
I mean, he probably did. He's a prince.
Yeah. I mean, he's like 9th in line for the crown. He's like fucking.
Which one's the younger one, the redheaded one?
Harry?
Harry. Yeah. There's no way that fucking kid is Charles' son. No fucking way. I think Di was fucking around on him.
Yeah.
Dude, she used to hang out with this like tennis player or whatever like that who had like a thick fucking bush of red hair and stuff.
Oh really?
Oh.
Look,
Tennis
look,
pro?
look, listen. Put Charles
You want some
and
tinfoil
Harry
for
right
this
next to each
conspiracy?
other. Put Charles and Harry right next to each other. There's no way. Like,
Yeah.
William looks like Charles. He's already bald. He's like 35 or whatever the fuck. Like, Harry doesn't look anything like that.
We'll know by the hairline in a few years.
Dude, I mean, he's got it's like his hairline might as well be down to his eyebrows.
Well, I mean, Will was bald before he was 30, right?
Yeah, he was like bald at like 28. Like,
Yeah. And now Harry's probably 28, 29, right? They're gotta be at least 4 years apart, I think.
I mean, obviously they can't acknowledge.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that kid.
I don't follow the royal
I
family.
know.
I don't know why that kid Ronan Farrow, like, and Mia Farrow just don't come clean and say he's Sinatra's kid. Like,
Yeah.
that kid looks fucking identical to fucking Sinatra.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You
I don't know any of that.
You put
bad
Ronan
stuff.
Farrow's face up, and you put Woody Allen on one side and Frank Sinatra on one side. There's no fucking way that's Woody Allen's kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
Mm.
I don't think it's that hot. I don't think I'm alone.
That's scalding. That take is so hot, it's fucking scalding.
Yeah, I know. Again, I'm going against the grain, but
I don't know. That's pretty good.
yeah. Look it up. If you look up the picture, you'll be like, whoa.
Can I look it up on the dark web?
You can look it up on the light web, whatever you want.
Get
Look it up on Black Twitter. It's fucking all of it.
So I will admittedly, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole earlier in the week on the dark web.
Is this why you're coming out so strong against child sex trafficking?
No, I haven't been on the dark web. I know that's where you go for like all that shit. I'm no vigilante. I'm no Batman.
There's a chance.
I'm gonna let the fucking
There's a
actors
chance,
police
Des.
handle that. But the dark web doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it sounds like something that like maybe you poke around on.
What goes on the dark web? Like, I'm just learning all this new lingo anyways. Like, what is the dark web? Is that just what porn is, or?
No.
No.
No?
No, there's a lot of weird shit that
There's a
goes
lot of
down.
fucked up shit.
But like those subreddit pages about like furries, like
No, dude,
you
like
know-
stealing people's identities and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's like all like the dark web shit where you do that. But there's also like I've heard like there's other stuff out there that like I don't know, you can like just kind of like search shit and find stuff that you wouldn't regularly find on the internet. I don't know.
Now, is it a different entrance point than the regular internet, or
Yes.
so you have to like download a different browser?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Really don't.
So
13,
the
right?
best
You
way
need a whole different operating
you need
system, right?
you need to run
You know,
Linux.
sensitive.
Oh, that's that old shit from the '90s, right?
Well, yeah,
That's where it
but
gets
the way
goofy.
Linux works is it's blockchain based.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how Bitcoin, you know how that works?
Same
Yeah.
house,
Essentially,
yeah.
like no one really owns the money. Like no one owns Bitcoin. Everyone shares it, and it's like a shared code, whatever.
Yeah.
There's like a
Yeah,
white guy
draw.
with a Japanese
Run the
name that
draw.
they think fucking invented it or
Yeah,
something.
that so Bitcoin of like operating systems is Linux. So like no one really kind of like runs it. It's not like Microsoft or Apple or anything. Like Linux is like a shared coding thing.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, it keeps anonymity. So if you're on the dark web, you have to. You don't have to, but it's you're better off running through Linux and using Bitcoin to like buy shit. And
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
it's all untraceable essentially.
Run the
So
clock.
you download like a specific browser. It's called the Tor browser.
Yeah.
And like the other thing that's like crazy about the dark web is that there's no actual websites. Like everything is like coded. So it's like if you want to go to, let's call it Finn's magical website. It's not Finn's.
That's not a place in the dark web,
It's
guys.
not. Yeah.
Not yet, it is.
Sure.
Not
Oh
yet.
my god.
It's not finsmagicalwebsite.com. It's like E7XYB30.
That could be a big 40 seconds that just gets wasted.
It's just random numbers and letters.
Yeah.
.onion. So everything is .onion. I don't know why, but like the whole thing about Tor, the browser Tor, is the onion.
They're like
Stands
ogres.
for
They have
something.
layers.
It stands for something. It's an acronym. It's like the onion receptacle. I don't know. Whatever, I don't know what the R is.
Yeah.
But that's the browser you use, and everything you kind of like go around. So there are some search engines on the dark web, but like it doesn't really work that well.
It's a
Mostly,
sneak.
I'm kind of interested
It's a
in
sneak.
seeing if my
No, it's
shit
not.
is out there.
Probably is.
Like I want to know if my information is on there, and like someone has tried to steal my shit. Because the way it works is, if you're ever on a public Wi-Fi network, and you pull up your phone and you access your bank account or anything, and someone else is also on that public Wi-Fi network, they can hack in and steal your shit.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you never to connect to airport Wi-Fi, because you never know who else is on the Wi-Fi in the airport.
Even if you just want to Wikipedia stuff?
I mean, if that's all you're doing, then you're okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to do my banking at an airport.
Yeah, but like right before you get on the plane, or like before you hit the bar, you're like, oh shit, how much money do I have? Or like maybe you got like a 5-hour layover and you're gonna pay some bills or do something. Like
no,
you never,
I'm not
you
that
never know.
productive.
Yeah. But so there's like a lot of shit, and I kind of want to like see what's out there as far as websites, because I want to really know if like my shit has been compromised.
Well, it probably has been, so why stress yourself out about it? Like, spoiler warning, yeah, they got it all.
Yeah.
It's all out there.
Yeah. But then it's like, well, now I kind of want to start, I know like tinfoil hat shit, but I kind of want to start like taking the steps to like fight against it. Like I want to like change all my shit, maybe like get a VPN, start running a VPN and doing all that shit. But I don't know.
Now it gets real goofy.
Sounds like a big project.
Right?
Doesn't sound like it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't want people stealing my shit. Like I don't want other people trying to pretend to be me, like opening up fucking accounts and shit. I want to do all use them.
Hey, don't flatter yourself.
I was like, just be like me, just be a huge loser. No one will say that.
I guess.
My identity is just sitting out there on the fucking road. No, it's like an old couch. No one would come by and pick it up.
It's like the couch that's right over there.
Yeah.
Jesse's couch.
They just walk by and be like, well, fuck that. Oh, we could take this couch. We could take this couch, but why?
Yeah, why would
No,
we do
but
that? What's going on with that Minnesota game?
they
over
just
there?
missed the extra point.
Awesome.
You're not doing well.
Am I not covering?
You are currently not covering the Minnesota spread.
Currently not covering. Awesome.
Oh,
So, Colin Kaepernick had his fucking shitty workout today.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that the conspiracy theory is the Kaepernick stuff came out to cover up the impeachment shit? I meant to bring that up during the politics stuff, but I kind of checked out because I didn't know what you guys were talking about.
Really?
That's one of the conspiracy theories.
Wow, this is like the conspiracy theory episode without actually being a conspiracy theory.
can we pause this thing and I'll make tinfoil hats?
I will do that.
If you want to go make tinfoil hats, we can.
Yeah.
It's a hot take.
So, wow.
That was one of the conspiracy theories.
Where'd
The
you see
Kaepernick
that?
stuff's coming out now to cover up the impeachment talk.
Really?
Yeah. Well, why now? Why this week?
So,
Because they didn't plan this beforehand.
Right.
They decided this week
Yeah.
that Kaepernick was going to get his thing.
Yeah. Trump is actually, he does have a very good relationship with the NFL. I don't know if you remember, like, what was that, like 6 or 7 years ago when the Bills were going up for sale, before the Pegulas bought it, everyone was saying that Donald Trump was going to try and buy the Bills.
You know Donald Trump sued the NFL.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because they didn't let him purchase a team or something like that.
No, he was starting his own
The
football.
USFL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He had like the New Jersey Generals or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He won.
Yeah, he won
$1.
$1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was an antitrust thing.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
No, I don't think he was in on it.
But
yeah,
he had been trying to get into the NFL as an owner forever.
Well, that's why he started his own league, because he couldn't
Right.
get in as an
Right.
owner.
Right. But he was tied to the Bills back when they were selling the team.
Well,
Like when what's his name, Ralph Wilson died.
I think he's good friends with Kraft. I don't know.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty. tight.
every NFL owner is friends with Trump. They're all
Yeah.
Trump guys.
They're all billionaires. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
They all stick together.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw an
Yeah,
interview
so-
with Ben Watson
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah, but the NFL was doing Trump a solid by doing Kaepernick I think this week.
Yeah. So they asked Ben Watson about like the Kaepernick stuff, and his response is perfect. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't know why this would get him a job now when he's had 3 years to get a job and no one hired him then.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, man, he actually kind of fucking nailed it. He was spot on with that.
Yeah. Well, they also. So the way this everyone knows this thing's a sham, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a total PR.
Total sham.
So I'm not familiar. I haven't been
All right. So
following what's
this
happening.
week, it was announced Colin Kaepernick was going to get a workout, NFL sponsored, in Atlanta, and all the teams were invited to come.
Doing an onside kick.
He hasn't played in 3 years.
Yep.
When he did play 3 years ago, he got benched for fucking Blaine Gabbert, and he played for a terrible, terrible 49ers team and got his ass benched. He wasn't good enough to play. So 3 years passed. Now this is with all the fucking kneeling bullshit.
Right.
3 years passed. He settled in the winter, or right before the season. He settled his lawsuit when he was suing the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Undisclosed terms. And this week, the NFL announces he's getting a
This
workout.
guy's gonna fuck the whole fucking thing up.
Saturday at 3:30 when Auburn Georgia's on.
Right.
So literally no one will be paying attention. And then I think at like the last minute, his camp was like,
I don't know if I want them to just get.
well, we want the media there for
But I'm like,
transparency.
I don't know what I want.
And the NFL goes, no.
I just want the
He goes,
clock to run.
And his
All I
camp
want.
goes, okay, we're moving. We're not doing it at the Georgia, or whatever it is now. The old Georgia Dome. I don't know what it is now, but they went somewhere else. And I think they had the workout,
That's
but...
interesting.
So yeah, how's this help Trump?
Oh, because Kaepernick news covers up the Trump impeachment news.
People would rather talk about Colin Kaepernick than that.
Yeah, but the Colin Kaepernick thing's like what, like 2 days of talk or something like that? I mean, the Trump
The
impeachment
whole
thing.
week.
The Trump impeachment thing's been going on for like months. It's like in every other headline.
Yeah, but didn't it kind of gain a
but
little
this
bit of
is-
steam
We're in
last
like a
week?
24-hour news cycle now. People are very quick to just be like, oh yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah, but the
let's
thing-
talk about Colin Kaepernick.
But the thing is, it like unless there's any big hearing coming out, after the Colin Kaepernick thing, it's just right back there.
Okay,
again
well,
by the end of the
so
week.
people who are actually invested in and actually concerned with the impeachment thing,
Yeah.
they'll still pay attention. They always will.
Right.
It's the casual people, the sport people, the short attention span people who go. It's like on Monday, oh, Trump's getting impeached. Oh, that's weird. And on Tuesday, oh, Colin Kaepernick's getting a workout. Why? Like
No,
that's what they're trying to do.
Because listen, I don't follow the impeachment thing that closely either. I'm just saying, just the way it works is like, that's like a 3-day hiccup because it's like, oh, Trump's getting impeached? Oh, Colin Kaepernick's doing thing? Then it's always like, oh, okay, there's a million impeachment fucking articles.
Yeah, I
out
mean
again.
Monday we can start talking about the impeachment again. They're gonna have to
Yeah,
do
so
something else.
I just don't think it's like, as far as conspiracy theories
It's
goes,
a bad
like,
conspiracy.
yeah, it seems like a incredibly ineffective
Yeah,
one.
it's bad.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was good. Just saying.
Call me a skeptic. I don't
It's
know. That's why it took me so long to come around to this Epstein thing.
Did you pick those
But-
pillows out or what?
football related.
Those pillows are cute.
The other thing that happened today, Tua.
Yeah.
So, Tua goes down,
I think it's
and everyone's been saying the Dolphins are tanking for Tua. Well, the Dolphins don't have the #1 pick anymore. It's to Cincinnati.
Yes.
Cincinnati will definitely need a quarterback because Ryan Finley's not the
You
answer.
guys have a chick rubbing chick pillows.
But Tua,
Nice. Like a,
fucked his
like
hip
a-
up.
You guys
like, actually fucked his hip
got a
up.
clock on the
So I
wall?
was reading Leslie Chow, what he had to say.
Got a clock on the wall?
That's
David Chow on Twitter.
Yeah.
Pro
There
Football.
it is.
at Pro Football,
Pro Football.
on Twitter.
Depending on how bad he
Chilling?
fucked his hip up and how quickly they got the treatment,
How you doing?
he. Okay, it's
You
unlikely.
trying to get one?
There is a potential he never
Oh,
plays.
don't throw it. Oh my fucking god.
Now, the potential. Now, that's extreme.
Yeah.
And it's unlikely.
Fuck.
The extreme would
What the
be
fuck?
that He-
Iowa, Minnesota game.
he fucked his hip up to the point that it affected the blood flow
Fuck.
No,
to.
no, it's not no.
Yeah.
They're fine.
And
As soon as you
if the blood flow, if the blood flow gets cut off, the cartilage dies,
Right.
and his hip becomes immediately
What kind of
arthritic,
doing
and he's done.
I
unlike-
got a couch,
Yeah.
Mike.
But I was thinking, and someone said it earlier.
On the couch.
It's like, oh well, Tank for Tua is gone. I'm like, nah, he'll still get
Oh
picked.
yeah.
Okay, well, I actually have evidence to think that maybe
Yeah.
that injury's gonna be legitimate now.
that's as soon as that happens and you get
Especially if you think about it, because it was all
if
he
you
was.
have damage to
I can't hear
blood
one word
vessels,
you're saying.
that's the worst thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if he does. He may have just
That's
he
cool.
dislocated his hip. That's
I think
definite.
once
But
Is it a dislocation or a subluxation? Friend does.
dislocation.
Who has
But
it?
I'm hungry, girl.
I'm
And
just being a fucking nerd.
guy teaches one anatomy class.
But I've taught that anatomy class.
Guy teaches one anatomy class.
I've taught a lot of different classes.
And yeah, so he dislocated his hip. There's probably some. Now it depends. It depends on the X-rays and the scans and all that shit.
Huh?
Because if there's damage to the acetabulum, if there's damage to the femoral head, like those all have big implications. So I thought he just fucked his ankle up again.
Yeah.
This is an actual thing.
Yeah, no, it's a hip injury.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Tua,
Kyle.
bad day to be
He's
Tua.
like, Rick's going to see a guy. So I'm
His brother Tula, however.
Since he's going to see a
I
guy.
mean, he got out there. I don't think
Yeah.
he did much.
Yeah.
Is the last name Tula or the first name Tula?
First name's Tua, last name's Tagovailoa.
Oh.
He's a
Middle
white.
name should be like
He's
T
a
or
white
something.
man from Cambridge.
Tua?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Ah,
And
okay.
Plays for Alabama.
his brother is Tula Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Like I said, white people from Cambridge.
Yep.
What do you
Yeah,
guys
hipsters.
doing?
Definitely not from Hawaii.
Definitely not from Hawaii.
Yeah, I know.
I'm lost.
Definitely of no Polynesian descent.
Yeah, nope.
How do you
Yeah.
Definitely
think
zero.
Couple mix.
Yeah.
You guys done this Disney Plus thing yet?
I have 2 logins that I do not have to pay for.
What, you got 2 free logins to this thing?
Yeah, 2 people sent me their logins. I was like, cool, thanks guys.
Fucking send them my way.
Yeah, I can
How
log
much
in.
was
Let's
here.
say you can just go ahead and log
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
log
log in my
in.
sister's
Oh,
one here. She just sent it to me.
I
Yeah.
heard there was like a lot of technical problems the
First
first day
got
though.
like a $2,000 couch.
That's what I was
Yeah, it
hearing.
like, I guess you could buy
Oh,
it
if you get
before.
home and break it.
Yeah.
The day of, like
Oh,
when people
oh,
tried to
oh.
log in, it crashed.
Well, I guess they were projecting. They were
What'd you
saying,
get it
and
for?
everyone said they were crazy. Like we're projecting 8 million on the first
Yes,
day.
we're gonna get fucked with a
And they
defensive
did fucking
touchdown.
10 million.
I can feel the
So
kitten.
it just kinda
The
like
kitten is building
fucked the
up.
whole system up.
Have you seen this like not even close to Netflix numbers?
No, but
Okay.
And
Netflix
they're-
has
everyone's
been,
like freaking out. They're like, it's not even close.
Netflix has been around for 10 years though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's
used to
10
get
years. That's our
Netflix.
first.
I used to get Netflix
Did
DVDs
it
since
stay
my
together
house.
and shit?
I used to
Yeah,
sort them
my
in the mail.
ex-girlfriend in high school was their family used to get Netflix DVDs.
Yeah.
So that's like, so I've known
Yeah.
about Netflix forever. I didn't know it was a streaming.
And it
company.
came to those
But
colors.
like they used to like send fucking DVDs in the mail.
Yeah.
We'd watch them and then they'd fucking mail
And
them
you
back.
send it back, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
And back then I was like, wow, that's such a cool concept. And now I'm
Mhm.
like, holy shit, it's way better. But like, I'm really surprised because
Yeah, I got
technically
no friends
Netflix
there.
doesn't. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
move to go to Wormtown Brewery.
Hold on, we're going down a bad rabbit hole. This is taking that back to
No, I
the
know,
podcast.
No,
But what if?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all cyclical.
What if their expenses go up?
Yeah.
Dude, hit the red button.
And-
Eject, eject, eject.
Yeah, no. This is that last episode.
Yeah.
I know.
Eject.
No, what I was gonna say is I'm surprised that Apple didn't buy Netflix because of all the companies that have enough money. Because again, Netflix isn't profitable from what I hear.
Yeah,
And
what?
I would have thought that Apple would have just bought Netflix and then just taken it over and then started their own thing. You know what I mean? Like just done it
But
that way.
Apple
TV's
has
on
a
the
pride
wall.
thing that they want to do it themselves.
Well,
They
also-
don't want to buy it.
Also, I mean, there's a thing about this. It's like anyone can want to buy something. Is it for sale?
Oh
Because I don't.
I'm
Because
sure.
Netflix. I don't think Netflix is in
Well,
the
maybe
selling
it's
market
just
at this
sure.
Well,
point.
they announced it the day after Disney Plus launched that they're teaming up with Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I saw
And
Oh,
that.
they're
yeah,
gonna stream a
Nickelodeon's
lot
go-
of things.
Nickelodeon's gonna make original content. Yeah.
He's like, where you just,
I saw a movie that was like,
I don't know, dude.
it was like Dick at Night because now they're like teaming up
I don't
together.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to. I guess I'm mostly into it for like the Star Wars content. I kind of want to watch that Mandalorian show.
I was gonna ask you if you watched it.
I haven't. I heard spoilers about it. So I was wondering about that.
I've seen
It's all
it.
like that.
What?
Well, no, I haven't seen it, but I read the spoiler.
Yeah, the big.
The Yoda.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, hey,
baby Yoda.
hey, spoiler.
Spoiler.
What did you get into
Baby
last
Yoda.
night?
So I'm interested in that. I can't believe Bill Burr's on that show. Cause he talks so much shit about Star Wars. Yeah.
What is his like?
Really?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know he's on it. He said he was on it.
It's probably one of those like quick fucking scenes.
I think he's in 2 episodes. He said they made an action figure for him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of the new Star Wars trip? Well, not really. I guess it came out like a month ago.
I literally know nothing more than I did before.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I died when that C-3PO thing happened. I was like, oh my god.
Well, wait, when his eyes went red?
You know, that touched me. He's like, I just want to take one last look at my friends.
Was that when his eyes went red, or was that before?
Right before, when he takes one thing. C-3PO, what are you doing? It was on Monday Night Football. This thing,
Yeah, no,
I think it was hard.
I watched it.
Yeah. I mean,
It's also been. Listen, it's been a few weeks.
I forget it.
I went to fucking Baltimore. Give me a break here.
Granted,
And I went to the Florida State game
I'm a
last.
fag for Star Wars. These people are normal, so I get it.
Anyone that's been listening to the show long enough knows.
Yeah,
that Star Wars episode that we did.
Yeah, the infamous Star Wars episode where we went like 45 minutes straight Star Wars.
Does she have your belly button?
No. I mean,
And she didn't know it?
I got hopes for it.
it'll be okay.
Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna watch the
Happy
movie,
trails from the belly
and
button.
I'm gonna be entertained by it because I do enjoy the Star Wars movies. And then the critics are gonna bash it, and the nerds are gonna bash it, and everyone's gonna say it sucks. And everyone's just gonna sit here and continuously tell me that 4 and 5 are the only good episodes. And I'm like,
6.
we're not doing that. And then I'm gonna have to sit here and I'm gonna listen to that shit. And then it's gonna be like, well, you know what? I enjoyed episode 3.
We got the
I really don't enjoy episode 2. 1 has its moments. It's a little fucking too goofy, but then it's like 8 and 9. I enjoy watching 8 and 9. I don't give a fuck if they're not good movies. I watch them.
I just
Joe
rewatched.
Dirt's one of my favorite fucking movies. It's one of the worst movies of all time. Same with Freddy Got Fingered.
Dirty Work.
Dirty
Dirty
Work.
Work,
That
yeah.
movie's phenomenal. I don't want to fucking hear it.
I love fucking Ari Lang, by the way. He's amazing.
He looks like it looks like he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Nose still looks like a fucking train wreck, but
Fuck.
Glass
Did that just go
Mahalo.
final?
Oh yeah.
What was the final?
Not
23-19.
What's the coin?
What was the score? Just lay it on me.
23-19.
Fuck!
They,
One fucking point.
they missed the extra.
One fucking point.
They missed an
They
extra
missed
point.
the extra
And they missed
point.
the extra point. Yep, awesome. Phenomenal. This is fucking great. I love it.
Under 44 and a half.
Yeah, I just got railed on the game.
Yeah, you did, because it was a missed extra point.
Yeah. Awesome. This is fucking
Not blocked, missed.
Yep.
No, no, I had no idea. What was it?
Shanked.
Well,
Shanked extra.
this is the soberest I've ever been on this podcast.
you guys want to wrap this up or what?
I don't know what he
I'm
put
ready to
what's
fucking
up?
just
I
quit.
think he was like,
Alright,
just
so,
bullshit, and he's like,
Jonesy
"Oh,
sends me a link today.
Yes.
Jones, friend of the show.
Shout out. What's up, Jones?
Sup, Jones?
Yeah, probably.
Sends me a link. And it says, Mayhem cover band already kills themselves. Or already killed each other. So Mayhem is a Norwegian black metal band. Which if you guys have heard me talk music, you never listen to Norwegian black metal. It's fucked up. It's terrible. The people are legitimate Satanists.
Yeah.
Like, not even like poser Satanists who are like, oh my god, this guy's screaming, he must want to kill himself. No. The Norwegian black metal bands are actual bad people. They sacrifice goats on stage, they burn down churches, they are bad people.
What is it with Satanists though? Do they think that like Satan's the good
They
guy? or-
worship Satan.
They worship Satan, they think he's like the answer.
They worship Satan like people worship Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, things are pretty fucked up in the world. Maybe they got the right. Maybe they're going the right.
You know
way.
what, I did utter those words earlier that maybe Satan's got it all figured out, but anyway.
Sure.
You're satanic.
So you don't listen to the Norwegian black metal. It's not good music, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Mayhem is a Norwegian black metal band. And I've told this story before, but anyway, so it all started with a guy named Dead. So Euronymous killed Dead.
Oh, I remember this.
Euronymous killed Dead
Yeah.
because he wasn't evil enough.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Greek myth.
And then like a year later, or
Euronymous
something-
gave Dead death.
Yes. Then like a year later, Varg killed Euronymous. Stabbed him like 24 times or something.
Because he gave Dead death.
Did someone turn into a goose and like fuck a virgin or something? Like,
No.
Did they
This-
do a sacrifice?
This is the end. Varg goes to jail.
Oh man.
It's like Ernest. So Jones texts me, Mayhem cover band already killed each other. And I'm driving home from Market Basket, so I'm looking at my phone in the car, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So nice and safe.
Allegedly.
Nice and safe. So I look at it and I go, all I read was the link and that's phenomenal. And he goes, yeah, it's just, it just makes sense. I'm like, yeah, it's really on brand.
Talk about commitment.
So I actually pull the article up, and I go to the website and go, this can't be real. But my lord, was it fucking entertaining. Like, the piece that it was, it's a fake website.
Yeah.
So,
It's like The Onion.
so they said that, like, one guy killed another guy, and then someone else, or one guy stabbed another guy 25 times instead of 24, and the rest of the band killed him for being a poser. So they already started killing each other, and then, like, the guy Varg ended up starting a different band. So they don't know what the status of the Burzum cover band is going to be, because now that Varg is, dead, because they all killed each other.
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought it was wildly entertaining, and it's just so funny because it's such like a niche thing that it's like, why would anyone care about a Mayhem cover band? But fucking Jones finds it, I find it, I'm sitting here hysterically laughing. It's like it's almost like the worst version of The Onion. But Mayhem cover band already kills themselves. I'm like, that's phenomenal. That's so good.
He lives in Rhode Island?
Michaela, do you have a fun class?
I didn't do really much to this
I
podcast,
know one
so
more.
Yeah.
I don't really have a fun
Two girls from high school.
Except I probably should watch some of the Star Wars movies.
Really?
How many have you seen?
So I had pneumonia last December, and I watched them. I watched the early ones. So I watched the ones from the 70s.
Oh,
Okay.
I
that's good
ended.
stuff.
I
So
ended.
good.
I ended with the Golden Bikini
Got it all going on.
episode.
Dude, that's the best one.
6.
Well, I
Not
think
just the
I
community, that's
I
good.
totally fell asleep like in the middle of it. So that's
I mean,
where
it's
I
acceptable.
ended.
You had
I did. So I actually kind of don't remember like, any of that. But
Did you have like meningitis?
so I had bronchitis that I didn't take care of that turned into pneumonia.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how to not work
Hey,
and take days off.
yeah.
Just win, no matter what,
Get in
right?
line.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know anything about Star Wars.
I'm
I
sure
should
whatever you
get
had
on
then
that.
isn't as bad as what Dickie had though.
I mean, my lungs didn't hurt as much as his did, or my tummy.
Oh.
Should tell him from here.
So how long? So was he walking around with like a SARS mask on or something like that?
He was.
He might as well have been.
I think I said it when we were on the podcast.
Yeah, he was lurking in the fucking shadows.
He
one
walked
day.
up. If you're watching on the YouTube show, you can obviously see me pointing, but he like walked up from the basement over there with a fucking blanket over him and like was holding it like a fucking like I don't know, like a 97-year-old lady, and was like skulking through the fucking kitchen and living room up the stairs. And like you would have thought he was literally like Mother Teresa right before she died when she was like 160.
Okay, I was here on Monday,
Yeah.
and he was like getting better.
Yeah.
What was that?
He's been sick for like a month.
Yeah, he was actually telling me today. He was like, no, actually sick a little yesterday. I'm feeling kind of better today. I just had a little bit of cough.
So yesterday he came home, he goes, my lungs hurt. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, whatever. Do your thing, man. You're sick, whatever. And then he literally said, yeah, or Nico's asked me, like, what's wrong with you, whatever. And then he's like, oh, I've had a tummy ache, whatever. And I started hysterically laughing. But he was serious.
Yeah.
And then when I even said, I go, oh, this is fucked up because I think you were serious when you said that. And I continued to hysterically laugh. Like, who the fuck says tummy ache?
No.
No.
You'd be like,
Not an adult man.
my stomach's fucked up.
I mean, I'm not an adult either.
I got the shits.
I wouldn't say
like,
fucking tummy ache.
You know, say you have the wrong.
You know, I think Dickie's weakness might
Turkey
be.
swerves.
I think you can be too healthy, because I always feel like shit, so it doesn't really fucking. It doesn't really hamper me. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling like shit, it's like, well, that's just something I gotta live with today.
Feeble.
Yeah. You know? So I mean, maybe Dickie's just always feeling great and great health and just something like that.
That's
just
why
awesome on his ass.
you never want to get too high because that means the lows are that much lower.
Right.
If you set a low baseline,
Right.
then
If
not
there's
only
a-
can you not disappoint, but like lows don't just aren't so bad.
They're not so bad. It's like, hey, like I wake up on a Tuesday morning. Man, I feel like fucking shit today. Well, that's a Tuesday.
Yeah. Then you could have a cold on Wednesday and it's like, I mean, this isn't that far off.
Yeah.
I could have a cold on Wednesday and be like, that might have been a little bit better than Tuesday. I don't know. It's a little bit of a distraction.
Oh, well, I have an excuse to take some cold medicine. I'll probably feel better now.
Yeah, fucking people be like, get to the gym, get healthy.
Use some X.
Why?
Yeah, can I get some fucking codeine?
Yeah.
So, Finn, you got a final thought?
Sign me up.
Let me see a final thought.
I have a co-sponsored final thought from Nikos when we get to it, though.
Let's see. Final thought. Kind of just trying to lay it on the table though. Is anything? I don't know.
Can I give him his final thought?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we went to the Mandarin last night.
Uh-huh.
Nikos is sitting there, and got a guy. So first of all, I don't know why every time we go to a bar,
Oh my god.
all the weirdos just like are next to Nikos.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happens. I don't know why it happens.
Yeah.
Actually, weirdo was next to me for a couple minutes, but anyway.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy was weird.
Shout out to the Mandarin, by the way.
Yeah. So two.
They're
like,
totally listening.
a seat down or two. Mercer's probably listening.
Yeah.
A seat down or two. Nikos just hears some guy goes, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to score some fentanyl tonight." And it's like, what? Why is that your go-to? Why fentanyl? There are so many other drugs that are very, very bad for you,
Yeah.
but not nearly as bad as fentanyl.
Well,
Unless you're looking for a death wish, in which case, like, I'll just run you over in my car or something.
I know it's a small distinction, guys. I'm an alcoholic, not a drug addict, so I don't know how much I can add into this.
Well, sometimes those meetings are, I'm an
Yeah.
alcoholic addict, so thank you for specifying. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing.
I thought fentanyl was lethal, wasn't it? Like, it thought it just killed you.
Well, in certain doses.
Well, it's like one of those things where it's like, if, 4 grains of fentanyl's okay,
Yeah.
5 grains might kill you.
Yeah.
Really?
Like literal like sand pebble.
Yes, and it's like the line is that fucking fine.
And what's the other conspiracy theory? That we think that China's shipping it over to kill us on our drugs or something like that?
Yeah. Did you listen to that episode of Joe Rogan?
I did. That might be where I'm getting all my information.
I would say I haven't heard that.
That's where I get. I honestly get most of my information from Joe
I
Rogan.
just put it on YouTube in the background when I'm driving around.
Yeah.
When I'm not listening to Sarcasm Speaks.
Hell fucking yeah.
And telling all your friends about it.
I'm
That's
just
right.
kidding. I don't listen to this show.
I'm just an occasional guest.
Yeah. No.
I'm a talent, not a listener.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch my own.
The appearance
productions.
fees speak for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a
I
teacher.
track weirdos.
Yeah. So that was that.
I saw. I met a random. Like there was some weirdo fucking came up to me at the bar last night. Just fucking weird. Like I think it was like a drug addict or something like that. So he just sat sitting next to me and he's trying to talk and I'm like, all right, I gotta go. And
Did he have the heroin accent?
He didn't have a lot of teeth, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more like
math.
meth. That's probably close.
Maybe.
It's on the up and up.
He shook my hand and he wouldn't let
That's
go,
cool.
and I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, thank you, buddy. Like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, Boston, downtown crossing gets weird.
Yeah. Nikos, can I give you a layup for a final thought
Oh,
for you? I know you weren't super involved in this episode, but
Sure.
can you tell me about Dumbo? What you told me earlier.
Oh, you're talking about the Yeah.
No, I just never knew that there was a. I think it's awesome. There's a
crow named Jim, yeah?
crow's named Jim Crow.
Oh, dude, the crows are wicked racist in that thing.
That's wicked fucked
I
up.
didn't realize this.
That's wicked fucked up.
Dude, you ever seen the original Peter Pan? They have a song in there like, "What does the red man do?"
I would say a lot of Disney movies are outwardly
Well,
racist.
that's
It's like the
that-
classic ones.
So that was a segue into saying how fucked up Disney is.
Yeah, like the 50s or
Yeah.
the movies that came out. I think they're all 60s or so.
Yeah.
I guess they're all on Disney Plus, but I'd be surprised if this one is. It's Songs of the South. It's actually the first African American to win an Oscar. Best supporting actor was this, but he played a slave that lived on a plantation and entertained the children. Well, eating watermelon and singing songs for him. So Disney is pretty
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Disney has pretty much locked this one away.
Nice.
You can't see it. Yeah.
There's a disclaimer on most of the Disney movies on Disney Plus saying the content in this is from
People
the
are
times,
pussies
and
and
it's
too
not
sensitive.
exactly.
It was a
Yeah,
different time.
everyone's such a fucking pussy today. Everyone's like, oh, I'm offended. Ugh. There's in one of the scenes in Little Mermaid, I think there's or one of the movies, there's dust that kicks up,
Oh, it looks like a vagina.
and
or
then
something
no,
like
it's a
that.
penis.
Oh.
There's a penis
No,
in
they-
the dust.
No, all the castles look like dicks.
Yeah,
in
in-
Little
Oh,
Mermaid.
the
in
Little
every-
Mermaid is
in
all the
every
castles
Disney
that
movie,
are
they
drawn
hid dicks in
penises.
them.
Yeah.
Every cartoon Disney movie, they hid dicks in them.
Yeah.
And it was a funny thing, when we were kids, and now people are fucking offended.
Are they
It's
circumcised dicks or are they uncircumcised?
Circumcised. I remember that. Yeah. They were clean looking dicks. Good dicks.
Kid dicks or adult dicks?
Man, if the kid had that type of dick, wow. I mean, I know you're not into this, but.
Well, I mean, we just spent a whole fucking episode previously talking about kid dicks.
Did you? I missed that episode?
You must have.
Yeah.
Somewhere, the title is somewhere between 5 and 7. So if you haven't listened to it, definitely go back. It's a good one. Probably one of our better episodes, to be totally
Yeah,
honest.
it is.
What happens? Oh, there's also another one in Aladdin where like the guy's molesting the
10
kid or
minutes.
something.
I'm out.
He's like, "Come on, teenagers, come take off your clothes."
For what movie is
Aladdin.
this? Oh, Aladdin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
A lot of that crazy shit.
That's funny though.
Teenagers like taking out their
Even
clothes.
that's a '90s one. Like
Yeah.
those '60s movies though, like outwardly racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my final thought to wrap things up here.
Oh fuck! The dick was on the cover of The Little Mermaid.
Oh shit.
Was it? Is the castle or is there
Yeah,
another
it's
dick?
the castle.
Yeah, it's
Another
a
dick?
castle.
Yeah, the castles look like fucking
Nice throbbing dick right in the middle
dude,
of it.
a fucking girthy triumphant motherfucker right there.
Yeah. So
I'm looking up Disney
Dude,
dicks.
how
right
crazy
now.
would it be if the castles of the Little Mermaid like shot bubbles out of the top? Like maybe that would be going too far. I bet they tried.
So this thing has been there's been a meme floating around Instagram recently that said that people have been polled and asked whether or not they'd be willing to spend a week in jail to forgive their student loan debt. So if this is a two-part final thought. My first part is, would you spend a week in jail to come out with absolutely zero
That
debt?
is the dumbest question I've ever heard.
Would you do it?
What kind of question is that? Who would do that?
Right? Well, that's what I said. I was like, I'll spend a
Who
week
would
in
do
jail.
that?
I don't know. Some people that are afraid.
Dude, life fucks me in the ass on a constant basis. Like,
It's about time it starts happening in real
Just
life.
1 week. Just 1
Yeah.
week.
1 week in jail, you lose all your debt.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Why would
Absolutely.
Like,
All right. So
There's
we're
another
all in
plus.
agreement, right? We
I
all
don't
do
have
it?
to work that week. It's like kind of like a little.
Free meals.
No, like we're all in agreement, right? We would do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some human intimacy. I don't
So
get
now
a
the
lot of
second
that.
part.
That'd be great.
Yeah, cool. So now the second part of the question.
Scissor.
Where do you guys draw the line as to what you would actually do to forgive all of your student debt? Or just debt in general?
we'll just call mine student as
Well, yeah. Just to get rid of all of your debt, where do you draw the line?
I don't
What would
know.
you actually
There's
do?
the line's a long way. I go a long way. I'll just say that.
I won't kiss them on the lips.
Would you blow a guy to get rid of all of your debt?
This isn't so
Would you
quick.
suck a dick for 100 million?
Would you eat a box? See your reaction. Now we're on equal footing.
I feel like
How you
it's
feel
not
about
the
that?
same
It's probably
thing.
Yeah,
how I
it's
feel
It's
about
not
it.
the same thing. That's not the same thing.
But all right, so like, where do you guys draw the line? What's the last thing you would do, and like, what is the thing before, and then what's the thing after?
I mean, I don't know what the I guess you could. I mean, an easier
Well,
thing
are you
is.
talking about just sexual acts or any?
Or just anything in general, really.
I'll do anything except get something stuffed in my ass.
Okay.
So you'd
Put it
suck.
that way.
So you'd suck the dick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Fuck
you
yeah.
would you let them like murder someone that you cared about?
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. I'm being honest.
Okay. All right.
Life's a bitch.
Hey, everyone's gonna die.
Let me tell you,
eventually.
I mean, I'd definitely eat a person to have that forgiveness.
Okay.
I would. No, I would. If someone cooked a person, I'd eat a person.
What about uncooked? Would you eat them raw?
No, that's how you get sick, man.
What if it was in sushi? no human sushi.
Yeah.
If it's prepared the right way, man. But you know,
If
we're gonna get the spicy mayo on there.
it's a tight roll.
Wait, you wouldn't kill somebody for $100 million?
No, I would. I mean,
Kill
like,
someone,
listen,
yeah.
listen. I mean, it depends who it is, but I mean, if,
So I think
if
I'll
for
kill
an extra
myself
like
for
50
$100
million, they want me to eat them,
Did you kill Jeffrey?
I guess I'd be able to get it
It's not a
done.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn. I've noticed you have. Where'd you get that Rolex from?
What Rolex?
It's
Oh.
weird. Like after Epstein disappeared, you started wearing really.
I
nice
took over the
things.
island. Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange, man.
Yeah, I thought it was strange when you rolled in here in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Wait, he owned an island?
2 hours later.
Yeah.
That's where he molested all the kids.
No, he didn't do
he was a good man.
that. He didn't do that.
Yeah. So I would say I would kill someone that I didn't really care about, no problem.
Would you kill an innocent
I would-
person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed my uncle for free. So this is the type of.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
So-
I would. I'm gonna say some things I would and wouldn't do, and like
Yeah.
maybe everyone can like figure out what the line.
Sure.
would be. So like I would kill someone that I didn't really care about. People that I do care. Like I wouldn't kill any of you guys. I wouldn't kill any of my family members. But I would kill like a random person.
Why
Like
should
an
you do
innocent
me a
bystander.
favor?
Is there an age to this?
Is there an age?
Would you kill a kid?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, but you won't have sex with one, so that makes you better, right?
Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah, okay.
Would you kill a dog?
Would you have sex with a dog for money?
I would kill a dog.
You can kill a
To
kid.
get rid of all my debt? Absolutely, I would kill a dog.
You kill a kid? You kill a kid, really?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Really?
I don't know them.
You
I'm
will
just
not
kidding.
want
I
to
wouldn't
that?
kill a kid. I'm just fucking.
And you said it a couple times.
Yeah, no, I know. I was trying to like see what I could get out of you. I wouldn't kill a child. No. So there is an age involved.
Dude, he would definitely kill a kid. I'm looking right at
I
him.
wouldn't. What wouldn't I do? I would get pounded in the ass. I don't give a fuck. You can pound me out for fucking all my debt. I got a lot of fucking debt. I would suck a dick, but I wouldn't swallow.
So you're not classy?
No.
Oh.
I would make them fucking shoot it. They could shoot it over my shoulder. They could. Here we go.
What about facial?
They could shoot it on my chest, not on my face.
That's fucking
Not on my
disgusting.
face. I would
You don't
suck
get
a
to
dick.
pick where it goes.
No, all you're telling me right now is you're not a keeper.
Yeah, that's like the same thing. Like when it's like it's your turn, it's like you aim,
Wait,
but
you would
like
rather
you know.
get fucked in the ass
Do you?
than suck a dick.
No. I would do both to get rid of all my debt.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no.
To be honest with you,
I
though,
just
it's
don't
like-
want to swallow
Only
the
one.
fucking load.
To
I
be
think
honest
it's
with you though,
gross.
get like fucked in the ass. It's like at least I don't have to put any effort into this. Like,
It's true. I just
if I'm
lay-
sucking the dick, it's like I'm doing it. You
You
know.
also get some pleasure.
I'm doing it.
Hey, you ever had some things in your ass before? You ever had a finger in your ass? It's kind of pleasurable.
I'm taking huge shits. I didn't like those.
All I'm saying is, the ass isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably it for me. Like,
I feel like this is the first conversation in the series.
Wait,
like,
so
5
where do you stand on the
conversations.
cream pie situation?
You can color my ass. I don't
Okay,
fuck.
just
I can't
making
get
sure.
pregnant.
Okay, because that's what it's about. Yeah. My bad.
We can,
That-
fuck, we can fuck around, have some fun, but I ain't no breaking no child.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. But I'm not swallowing a fucking load. Fuck that. I got a lot of debt, dude. I was in school for 6 years.
Hey, preaching to the choir, man.
Yeah. Trying to get rid
For
of
$100 million, I will suck you dry.
shit. Swallow.
Put that on a campaign poster.
I hold my nose.
Just hold your nose. That's the trick.
Yeah.
If you can't smell it, you
Not the
can't
trick.
taste it.
It's not leisurely if you hold your nose.
This is strictly
Business.
Is there anything like else that you guys like some fucked up shit you can think of that you would do or like wouldn't do?
Let's see here. I mean, I feel like we shot down to the bottom of the list like pretty quick, or top of the list.
Yeah.
What wouldn't I do for $100 million? Let me think about that.
Well, it's not just it's not $100 million. Well, do you have $100 million in debt?
Oh, no,
I
I
heard
thought the question
you.
was
I fucking
100
hope
million.
not. No. It's to erase all of your debt.
Oh, I don't think I wouldn't. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think I'd kill someone for to erase my debt.
I don't think I'd fucking touch a guy's dick with that finger.
I'd probably-
Yeah, I would. No, actually, I don't think I'd do any sexual thing. I mean, it's just a couple times. It's like, whatever. I'll be done with my debt before.
Well, I am much more in debt than you are.
I can keep my virtue.
You
I like to wait till marriage for that type of fucking funny business. No, so yeah, just for the debt I'm in right now,
3 to 1 odds.
I don't think I would do
We're going
any
for it.
gay sex stuff.
We're going in for
Okay.
it.
Well, you're a better man than I. Or you just have less money than you owe.
I never like to talk about my money, but there's nothing that's gonna go away overnight. But I don't think I'd kill anyone. No, I definitely wouldn't kill anyone. That's fucked up. Unless it was like a real shitty person.
I would kill Jeffrey Epstein.
Finn already did.
I wish. I'd go public with that.
Wait, can I have another final thought?
Sure, you can
Go
do
ahead.
whatever you want.
I didn't know your name was Ian until last weekend.
Really?
We were at the game and we went up to like there's a place that has all the ticket holders.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like what's Finn's dad's last name? He's like Finley, and I was like,
Finn. No, Finn.
oh, Finn. Okay,
Finn.
fine. He said Finn.
Finn is the last
And I
name.
was like, no, that's his first name. He's like, no, his first name was Ian. And I like stopped dead in my tracks. I was like, my mind was blown.
Look at this stallion.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Charlie
Ian's
grew
just.
Yeah.
It's his captor name.
It's a girly name, like fucking.
Hey,
Thank you, we dropped on that.
well, that's my new final thought. My
Go
story
first.
was one kind of sucked. So that's
Just
my new
keep
final
running.
thought that now know your name is Ian.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get that first.
I got one in the middle too that you gotta
And you're
figure
still
out.
missing a
Going.
knife in the backyard.
My knife in the backyard.
Yes.
It's in Jeffrey Epstein's fucking throat, but.
That's how it happened.
Full circle.
And then I came back here and dropped the rubber gloves.
The mystery is solved. We just played Clue. We just played real life Clue for Jeffrey
And
Epstein.
then all this time I thought it was Colonel Mustard in the library.
Yeah.
Nope.
Monday morning, the FBI is gonna fucking knock on our door.
Whatever, take me.
Yeah, hey, take me. I'll admit, whatever it is, I did it. Yep, I did
Just
it.
take me.
Your debt will be forgiven then.
Fucking, let's go.
There's some guy right now. There's some guy right now. I was like, wait, what? Was it Ian or Finn? Or Finn Ian? I'm confused.
Same.
And then I heard a Finley in there.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube,
I like those
thank you for
jerseys.
listening wherever you are. YouTube or podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show. Keep telling everybody about the show. Spread the
Oh, I
word.
forgot, I sold jerseys too.
We love you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
guys,
you know
you
what
guys.
needs to be.
You do it for
Let
me,
me know.
not for me.
I was a bunch of Celtics. I'm like,
We're on Instagram at Sarcasm
all over
Speaks
the
Pod.
place.
We're also on
My
Twitter
man,
at Sarcasm_Speaks.
Endeavors.
And I'm gonna keep drinking, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling. So until next time, good night, everybody.